Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Nick from barben.com. Today I'm going to be reviewing Genius Creatine from the Genius brand. So the Genius brand considers themselves something of a nootropic company, and by that I mean they tend to specialize in compounds and supplements that may improve cognitive function in various ways. So they provide a lot of different sports supplements as well, like a whey protein powder and some branched-chain amino acids, along with more traditional nootropic products like mood boosters. This is their creatine. It's actually got a lot more to it than just straight creatine monohydrate, so I'm going to get into the ingredients in a minute. But this is also flavored. It's naturally flavored, and we've got apple flavor here. So first I'm going to see how it tastes with water. You know, it's not bad. As I mentioned, this is naturally flavored, right? So it's just flavored with organic stevia leaf and some natural flavors and a bit of monk fruit. So it's not particularly sweet. So I'd say it's a bland apple-y flavor, which is a bit strange because normally apple obviously has sort of like a citric kind of flavor to it. It's a little bit sour. This is a very bland apple flavor. It's enjoyable nonetheless, but just it's not very strong. Okay, so let's take a close look at the nutritional label and the ingredients. So there aren't any calories on this, but as I mentioned earlier, there's a lot more than just creatine to this. So the first ingredient nonetheless is Creapure creatine monohydrate. That's 3 grams in a scoop. Creapure is it's actually a company in Germany that makes their creatine, and they're pretty well known for the quality of their product. They get them tested at the German Olympic Stadium testing center for impurities and banned substances and things like that. There's also creatine HCI or HCl, so it's creatine hydrochloride. You get 1.5 grams of that in the same scoop. The only real difference is that it may dissolve in water more easily, and it's possible that it digests a little bit more easily because it's not meant to take as much of your stomach acid to digest. It's a very, very small difference, but nonetheless there may be a slight difference, particularly if you have a very sensitive stomach. It's possible it may have an effect, but they're not really sure about that. Other than that, there's just 500 milligrams of creatine Magnum Power. So it's technically called creatine magnesium chelate. And what's different about this one, about Magnum Power, is that the creatine bonds to magnesium instead of water, which it normally bonds to. And the theory is that this means it may absorb better, and it may be better at increasing power during the workout. Studies are pretty mixed. There are some studies that do indeed show it improves power output. Other studies show it has no effect at all. So, the evidence is a little bit mixed. Other than that, there's 25 milligrams of estrogen. That is a blend of the astragalus herb and ginseng. So normally astragalus is put in supplements because it may improve immunity, but the reason estrogen is in this is that estrogen itself is a patented product that may improve absorption of certain ingredients in certain foods. There have been quite a few studies on this, not many on the humans, but there are some in vitro studies and some rodent studies that show it improves absorption, partly by decreasing inflammation in the GI tract. So that's pretty interesting. Besides that, there's just beta-alanine. 1.6 grams of beta-alanine, very strongly linked to endurance, and it produces a bit of a tingly feeling on the skin, which some people like. But a lot of people take beta-alanine before endurance-based workouts. Those are all the main ingredients. Besides that, there's just the flavoring. There's some stevia leaf extract, flavors, silica, monk fruit, and there's avocado extract, which may explain why it was a little bit creamy when I consumed it. So as far as the price goes, this tub here is going to give you 25 servings for $30. So it comes to $1.20 per scoop, or about 24 cents per gram of creatine, because you're getting 5 grams of creatine per scoop. So that is relatively expensive compared to other creatine products. Just for comparison's sake, a lot of creatines out there, they're like 3, 4, 5 cents per gram of creatine, but those are very, very basic products. This product is obviously pretty different. It's got 3 different kinds of creatine. The creatine is also pretty high quality. It comes from Creapure. And of course, it's got these other extra ingredients to improve absorption and performance and so on. So for you, the price may be worth it. So a few things that I quite liked about the Genius brand's creatine product. As I mentioned earlier, it doesn't have anything artificial in it, no artificial sweeteners or flavors or colors or anything like that. In addition to that, the creatine is pretty high quality. Creapure does have a very good reputation, and they've got a pretty good reputation in particular as far as testing for banned substances and other byproducts. In addition to that, I was pretty interested in the estrogen, which does have some pretty convincing evidence behind it supporting it as a means to help improve absorption. And then, of course, there's also the beta-alanine, 1.6 grams. So especially if you're taking this before a workout, it should have some extra effects, and it functions a little bit as a pre-workout as well, which is nice. The main things I wasn't quite so crazy about with this particular product is that it is relatively expensive compared to other creatine products. But another complaint that I had is that it does contain beta-alanine. So as I mentioned, that's very good for endurance workouts. This makes it a pretty solid pre-workout. However, Beta-alanine does have the effect for some people of producing a bit of a tingly feeling on the skin, can make them feel pretty energetic, and that's not really an effect that you want if you're having creatine, say, in the morning and you're going to be at the office all day, or you're having some creatine before bed. So it's less versatile in that regard compared to other creatine products. Alright, those are my thoughts on Genius Creatine, the creatine from the Genius brand. For the full review, check out the link below at brightben.com.